Ladies and gentlemen, this is Baller Alert Radio, the home of comment creeping, baller mail, groupie tales, morning wood, and baller wars. This is Baller Alert Radio, featuring your lifestyle specialist, Kenny Burns, with Sue Solo and Ferrari Simmons.
The dream is real.
It was all a dream.
Get up, get up, get up.
It's about to go down.
Newsflash.
Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Slacking on your pimpin', turn it up.
You know, if you're gonna shoot, you better shoot straight, because a wounded animal is the worst thing you can deal with.
Facts. This is Baller Alert Radio, featuring your lifestyle specialist, Kenny Burns, with Sue Solo and Ferrari Simmons.
The dream is real.
Oh yeah, Baller Nation, it's your lifestyle specialist, Kenny Burns.
Your boy Ferrari Simmons.
Hey, it's your favorite Ethiopian, Sue Solo.
I don't know why I'm still.
Y'all gotta come stronger with that.
I know. Let's do it again. I love it.
That was
My
good.
voice can't go that high.
It's okay. It's
That's
all
a
right.
real pitch level type of thing you need to have.
Very high octave.
Skills.
Big shout out to my Ethiopians and my Eritreans, all my
Salam,
Africans
salam.
around the world.
Salam.
We love you.
Yeah.
We appreciate you.
Can you teach me that language?
Barely, but yes.
I've been around it so long, I partly understand it. You know what I'm saying?
You should know at least the numbers, I feel like.
I'll be like, hold up, dog. Why you say that, though? You heard what I said? You've been saying it for 25 years. Of course I heard what you said, brother.
At some point, I'm gonna realize what you just said, nigga.
And now, for In Case You Missed It.
Just in case you missed it.
It's officially Libra season, party people. And a big shout out to all the Libras celebrating birthdays all over the globe. A big happy G-Day to my brother from another mother, young Jeezy.
Jizzle.
A.K.A. Jizzle for Shizzle from the bottom of the map. You know what I'm saying? We hung out last week, man, and we were actually in his, I forgot what kind of Ferrari it was, pause, but yeah, we were riding to Phil Collins. I can feel it coming in the air for night. And I was taping the joint like we was Crockett in tubs, and that joint just staying still.
That is growth from Fourth Ward to Phil Collins.
My first
That's major growth.
And shout to Jeezy.
Listen, man, my first big radio interview was Jeezy on his birthday. It was 3 years ago.
Are you serious?
Yep.
That was your first one? 3 years?
No, my first big one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was doing a whole bunch of small interviews, but then Greg Street was out that day, and Jeezy was coming in. I think he dropped. It was Church in the Streets. It was 2.5 years ago.
Crucial.
Yeah.
Either way, it was on his birthday. And Big Reggie Reg was like, "Hey, Ferrari, you ready?" I was like, yeah. I got it.
Did that change?
Bring him in.
That was my first big interview.
Cheers to you,
Jeezy.
man. You
You,
see
man.
the pimp cup.
Yeah.
Cheers to you, Ferrari, man.
Baller alert, baller alert.
You know what I'm saying? Take a sip from the cup.
Sip.
Big shout out to Dennis G. It's Drake's daddy's birthday
Oh yeah,
as well.
his name is Dennis.
His name is Dennis G.
I just call him Drake's
He's
dad.
a cool guy, man. He's cool.
Yeah,
Everybody just calls him Drake's dad.
it is Drake's dad.
Your name is Drake's dad.
Do you follow him on IG?
I don't.
Oh, it's phenomenal.
I've been on the unfollowing
He writes
spree.
songs.
Have you? Okay.
It's phenomenal. You should follow him.
Okay.
He's dead serious about his music too. So yeah, you should check that out.
Oh, he has music coming out?
Oh, you want to hear some?
No.
You want to hear it? Here it go.
First glance, I think it's where my obsession began.
Yeah, that's Drake Daddy. Yeah, where you think he get the talent from, player? You saw he got a pimp cup too. That's why I brought the Baller Alert pimp cup
Yes.
today. Because you know what I'm
That's
talking
pretty
about.
player.
Yeah, it's pretty player, but
Player.
you know, if Dennis G gets one, then you know Baller gets one too. Bishop Don Juan, we appreciate your contribution to the nation, the Baller Nation. We appreciate your play. Oh, and he got a tattoo of his son on his arm.
I thought it looked good. Sue, you didn't like it?
She was hating on it a little bit.
Yes, I was hating on
He
it.
looked just like him.
I'm sorry, I am hating on it. I feel like a father should have a much more realistic tattoo of his son.
It looks just like him.
It looks just like his face.
No.
Show the tattoo.
I think it looked like,
It looks just like Drake.
no, it looked like a Dominican
Drake
mixed
has a
with Drake.
First of all,
Wait,
Drake has a generic face. Like when you playing NBA 2K, like
Yo,
you know, NBA
we have
2K,
seen amazing
it's the
tattoos. So
generic
I just feel like
face.
his should have been amazing. That's not an amazing tattoo.
It should have been real,
It should have been
alive or
amazing.
something?
Yeah, it should have been awesome.
But it looks just like him.
I don't know. I don't agree. I think it looks like Drake mixed with Dominicano.
Okay,
Drake
Dominican
does look-
Drake in the building.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart and Nico had their baby.
Salute.
That's so
I'm
awesome.
joking. They had a baby shower.
Oh, okay.
man, come on.
I didn't know.
This is the thing.
I thought it just happened like overnight or something.
No, it definitely did not. They had a baby shower. It's a big shout to Kevin Hart.
An expensive
huge,
baby,
right?
baby shower.
Why is it expensive, right?
I heard it was over 115K.
Really?
Hmm?
That's not a lot of money for somebody with some money.
Okay.
I'm just saying it's a lot of money to me.
Well, people were saying that he only donated 25K to the hurricane relief.
No, he did more than that.
Oh, okay.
Did they?
I'm just going off what the streets
Okay,
saying.
great. The streets be lying like a motherfucker. Big shout out to Kevin Hart and Nico. Baby Kenzo is what the hashtag Baby Kenzo if you want to see all the, the videos and the pictures and stuff. Big shout out to Ludacris and E. They were out there celebrating with them for that special occasion. And big shout out to all the celebrities that are using their superpowers for good. I've seen J-Lo and Mark Anthony team up for the United for Puerto Rico thing that they're doing. Also, Tidal and Fat Joe are raising money and donating products. Let's hear what J-Lo had to say about what she and Mark Anthony are doing.
Given the loss and devastation, we need to pay attention and to urgently support Puerto Rico and the Caribbean with donations and contributions. Alex Rodriguez and I, who are both New Yorkers, are utilizing all of our resources and relationships in entertainment, sports, and business to garner support for Puerto Rican and Caribbean relief efforts. And I will be donating $1 million from the proceeds of my Las Vegas show to the designated beneficiaries, charitable and NGO organizations. It is now time for all Americans to be front and center in helping to bring awareness and solutions to the task of rebuilding Puerto Rico.
And then let's also hear what Fat Joe and Tidal are doing. I really salute Joe and what they were doing at the Jacob Javits Center, man. I saw a lot of people out there donating products and, basically, giving their time for Puerto Rico. This was a big, big deal. Obviously, the entire Caribbean has been hit by all these hurricanes. I mean, so many. I mean, it's like four or five hurricanes now, so it's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, what's up, my people? It's Fat Joe. I teamed up with Tidal. I teamed up with Jay-Z, the city of New York, Governor Cuomo, Ruben Diaz, the Bronx Borough President. Saturday, September 30th, we are collecting at the Jacob Javits Center water, batteries, canned foods, hygiene for women, toothpaste, soap, whatever you can bring. You can donate money if you're not in the New York area. Tidal.com/Puerto Rico. Mi gente, I need everybody to come together. It's a major crisis. I'm flying in this plane that Jay-Z and Tidal provided. It's big. I'm taking 200,000 pounds of goods, water, batteries, canned foods, women hygiene. I'm coming to Puerto Rico. My brother Daddy Yankee's gonna meet me over there, and we collecting all we can. Thank you very much.
Big shout out to Fat Joe, J-Lo, Mark Anthony, and all of the celebrities that are using their superpowers to help Puerto Rico and the islands that have been affected by these hurricanes. And I just got to jump into it, y'all. Donald Trump is at it again as far as Puerto Rico is concerned, man. He, gave us all these fucking tweets.
This guy is insane.
What is wrong? And when is it enough? Can we just, it's tragic the way that he is. He just goes at people for no reason if they say anything to the left of what he talking about.
It's no debate that he's not presidential material.
At all.
I feel like that's no debate. And I don't even know if I should feel shocked anymore at some of the things that he says and does. He's disrespectful. He's ignorant. It's pitiful.
But you know what? We're also realizing there's a lot of people that agree with him. That's shocking to me.
I think we realized
there's a lot of people that actually think he's doing a good job.
It's a lot of people in power. Like, it's a lot of people that have the right positions that believe that. Because I think, going back to what Kenny said a few weeks ago, the majority of us don't agree with that. It's a small portion of the world that I think.
And they only catch those idiots on tape. They only catch those idiots on these talk shows. And they only catch those idiots actually co-signing this idiot.
Yeah.
It makes no sense to me how he just flies off the handle and nobody is censoring him. Why aren't you censoring the president? Why haven't you taken his phone? He is not the most. Let's get it.
He should not be tweeting.
He's not the most powerful person in the world. There are rules and regulations that that he has to stand by. And you can't just be knocking people down for sake of entertainment. It's clearly entertainment for him. He loves the fact that media takes it. And then he comes back and says, oh no, don't believe fake news. Puerto Rico strong or whatever he's saying. It's like, bruh, like I really want to just approach you with my fist. So, and then, and then Tom Price, his Secretary of Health and Human Services, you heard about that, right?
Yeah.
He spent our taxpayer dollars, millions of dollars, or $1 million. What was it, $1 million or millions of dollars? Whatever, over $1 million in private planes with taxpayer money. So he resigned. He resigns.
Yeah.
You're just lock him up.
Yeah.
Why isn't he locked up? That's theft. Is that not theft? Mm-hmm. You need private planes to go. I'm just confused.
But if you have over an ounce of marijuana, you can go to jail. I don't know. Never mind.
Yeah, no, it's facts. And on top of that, President Trump, Dump the Trump. Trump the dump. And the point I'm trying to make is he's already out there for spending the most money in the history of presidents, right?
History of presidency.
For spending so much money on his Secret Service.
And it hasn't been 365 calendar days yet.
And travel to go play golf. I'm slightly confused. Did anyone see Bill Maher this weekend?
I did not.
Oh my God. Bill Maher is a legend. If you do not watch Bill Maher, you have to watch the conspiracy theory he has on Trump's involvement with the Russians. We're going to play a little segment for you. I promise you, it is funny as hell, but it's true. If you break down what he's saying outside of the jokes, because Bill Maher, he's gonna go on and on with the funny names and describe them as, he called them the craziest name. Check out what Bill Maher had to say.
The crime we're tracking starts in the 90s with this man, Donald Trump, aka Fat Donnie. A string of bankruptcies had made Fat Donnie a deadbeat on the street, but somehow he keeps getting money from somewhere. But where? Well, according to this man, Don Trump Jr., aka Donnie Douchebag, he said Russians make up a pretty disproportionate cross-section of our assets. An admission corroborated by this man, his brother Eric Shortbus Trump, who tells his golfing buddies, we don't rely on American banks. We have all the funding we need out of Russia. Bingo! Sarah Palin might see Russia from her house, but Trump could see it from his bank account.
All right, so shout out to Bill Maher. He's a legend. I want him to run for president. I really do. So Bill Maher, if you're listening to Ball Alert Radio, you're a G. Here's to you with my pimp cup, champ. Also in the news, Tank Savage album is out. When we play that shit, please. I just need a little moment of silence.
Play all of that.
When we
who came to make sweet love, not me. Who came to kiss and love, not me. Who came to beat it up, Rocky. And don't use those hands to put up that gate and stop me.
So if y'all are R&B lovers, man, please go get that Tank album, Savage. Yeah, that When We Join is my joint. OJ was released from jail, party people. Big shout out.
Somebody found him already.
Found what?
Somebody found, there's a video of him circulating already.
No, what?
What was he doing?
OJ in the car, someone walking up to him. It's like, hey, OJ, how you doing? He was like, oh my God,
Play the clip. I got to see this one myself.
Juice. How's it feel to be out? Juice.
Hey, how in the world? Y'all stalking me? Jesus, man.
Where you guys headed?
Well, one, none of your business. Two, I'm in the car for the last 5 hours, so how do I know how it feels to be out? And, hey, man, look, I've been in Nowhere, USA for the last 9 years doing nothing. Nothing has changed in my life. What do you guys, what do you expect? There's nothing changed now. Please, all right, can I have a break here?
All right.
Thank you. God bless. Take care, guys. Yeah. Nothing's changed.
So OJ is out of jail. What you think gonna happen, Rory?
Somebody's gonna test his temper and he gonna punch somebody. Not yet, but it's gonna happen.
Did y'all see when he exited jail the other day, though? They're like, okay, Mr. Simmons, you can leave. He was like, okay. He said, bye. I wouldn't either, though, by the way, but it's just he was ready to go. And poor OJ. I'm not saying poor OJ for the fact that he killed them people. I'm saying poor A.
True.
Did he kill him? You think
I think he killed him. I actually don't think he killed him. I think he had them killed.
OJ did it.
How you gonna ride around in a Bronco all that time with a gun to your head and you ain't do nothing? It wouldn't have been me. I wouldn't ran for what? Okay, big shout out to OJ. Hopefully that you get your life together and go forth in peace, my brother. Also, we launched Baller Nights at Ball Alert Radio. I don't know if y'all got to see that. Did y'all see that? With Mr. Anthony B?
I did not see it.
You didn't see it? Watch the clip. The girl was doing the handstand. It's the funniest thing. Funniest thing on the planet.
So you know everybody's talking about what they do for the dick challenge, right?
Okay.
So I want to know, what is the craziest thing you've done for the D?
Did a handstand. Don't you do it?
She said, I did a handstand. So she tried to jump and she did a jump handstand. Couldn't get on her hand. So then she literally had a bun. She had a head like and stood on her head in the middle of the street. So big shout out to Mr. Anthony B on something out there in them streets.
That's fun.
Well, Baller Alert Nights.
Nice. That's fun.
Crucial. And now it's time for Baller Mail.
Message. Let's talk about why Bay is not posting you on social media.
This is such a. Why you look at me?
Oh no, I'm just looking at you guys.
I got the answers, Rory. I got the answers.
Hey, you know how I get with my hands. You know how I get with my hands. It's crazy to think about how much of an impact social media has on one's life. Posting a picture of you and Bay on Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, etc. seems to be the new way to solidify your relationship.
Yes.
Just like everything else in life, though, posting your Bay on social media could get you in trouble if you are still playing the field when you are supposed to be on the bench. So, let's talk about it. Why doesn't your Bay post you on social media? While some reasons are better than others, some people are afraid of posting their significant other on social media due to the backlash it would cause. Adding your bae to your page opens an avenue for your relationship to be plotted on. Believe it or not, it's human nature to want what you can't have. Therefore, relationship posts sometimes motivate a person to slide in your significant other's DMs to see where it goes. Another reason why your bae may never post you on social media is to appear single. Yes, sometimes it is work-related if you are a DJ or someone who makes money off looks. Other times your bae may try to appear single so they won't get caught up in their sideline business that's only for the weekend. Sizzle. Sometimes sidelines may mistakenly like a picture or get jealous and leave unnecessary comments that can possibly get you caught up. Social media relationships are a form of public affection and often are not as perfect as it looks. Just like reality television has broken up so many relationships, social media can do the same. If bae isn't posting you on social media, don't be so quick to take it personal, but try to find out why. Communication is key. You may have crazy thoughts in your head over a problem that may not be even a read along the balleralerttv.com.
Right now.
I'm gonna jump in there first.
Yeah.
I think social media should be spoken about on the first date. That's the first thing. That's one of the first things you need to talk about on the first date.
What do you mean talk about?
What are your thoughts on social media and relationships?
And representing our relationship on social media?
I'm just gonna say, no, what are your thoughts on it? As soon as the motherfucker say, oh, you gotta post me every Wednesday at Women Crush Wednesday. You gotta post me on this time, you gotta post me on that.
But don't y'all realize once y'all post y'all significant mate, it's all fair out here in these streets. You know what I'm talking about? Don't you realize that once you put that out there, you got
My thing is, I don't mind posting bae on social media. I don't want to be told to post you, though.
Absolutely.
Why you ain't post me?
First of all, if someone,
why you ain't post me?
If someone is asking you to post them, they're in the relationship for the wrong reason. That's numero uno. Numero dos.
They're in it for the wrong reason, or they're insecure.
No, they're in it for the wrong reason. And I'm speaking specifically on someone like yourself, Ferrari, or myself that has a substantial amount of following that, you know what I'm saying, is involved in nightlife and can do things for our significant other that they might not do on their own. But I'm saying too, if someone gets into a relationship saying that you have to post me and let everybody know about me, I agree to a certain extent that you should let people know you're in a relationship if you're in a relationship. You don't have to OD, right? My whole game early on in my relationship, and I've been married 18 years with 2 kids, 13 and 16, was not to put my business out there like that. Because guess what? These motherfuckers is messy.
Yeah.
And they want to try. They want to try. You know what I'm talking about? These youngers is unforgiving for relationships. They don't give a fuck.
Right.
But you can't have all your business out there being a personality or someone very popular in the community, because there's just a lot of attention that will be brought on to that. Now, I will say you have to let them know.
Right.
On birthdays. You know what I'm saying? Anniversaries.
Maybe even a date night. But I'm over here like, my thing is...
Or when you feel like it, but you shouldn't have to...
When you feel like it.
Yeah, when you feel like it.
And it should be discussed, though.
I really hope my ex watches.
Before it gets serious. Before it
What
gets
did your
serious,
ex do? I
it
have
should
to
be
know.
discussed.
Come on.
This was an issue. This was a really bad issue in our relationship. Yeah, I mean, I ended up posting him, I think, when was
You
it?
did?
Go to the post. Let me see. Where's that?
Oh, it's removed now. It's gone
See,
now.
that's another thing. That's another thing. See? And then
We're
some
not
shit-
together.
so you break up, and then you got to go ahead and delete all the posts.
It wasn't all the posts. It was 2.
Okay, look, can we see him? I haven't seen him.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he was fine or whatever, but...
Well, let me see, because we putting him on Ball Alert Radio. Can you put this up on the
But
screen?
he absolutely had an issue. We ain't gonna go that far.
Yeah.
He absolutely had an issue. You know, he just didn't understand why I wouldn't post him on social media, and I told him everything we talked about. Like,
a dude? Wait, a dude said that?
yeah, my ex-boyfriend.
What in the entire fuck?
Okay, so look.
Well, wait, did he post you on
No.
He ain't had no following.
No.
I'm starting to see the whole shit.
Yeah,
I'm starting
yeah.
to see the whole thing.
Yeah, he don't really use social media like that, and he's not really used to like
let me
our
see,
world.
KB,
Like
let me
the,
see.
he was fine.
He looked like he could have been a
that.
sniper.
He was in the
Why are you looking like
military.
that in the photo, though?
You not be looking
You wanna
weird.
take
You
a
going
picture?
too far.
You
No,
wanna take
I
a
wanted
picture?
to take that one. That one.
Oh, Lord.
I like taking
Susan,
pictures.
you the dude in
Why
the
do y'all
relationship.
say that to me? Okay, let me explain myself, guys. It's very true. When you put your relationship on social media, people want what?
How important is social media to your relationship or to you?
My social media is important to me only because I know that posting him on there is going to lead to other women thinking that he's gonna do for them what he does for me.
Ooh.
And that's not what it is. That's usually what people want. They want what they see in your relationship, but they don't understand that it only works for 2 people. It don't work for everybody. So anywho, I didn't want to post his ass on there. I didn't want nobody finding him and asking him weird stuff and
how freaky you
no
really
face,
was.
no face,
You
no
know?
case.
yeah, no face, no case.
This is nasty.
I would post our dates, like, you know, dinner, his hands, our hands or something. So people knew there was a male
so you
presence.
posted the hand. Or
Yeah.
You posted the, okay.
Yeah, like
That's
a
kinda
date
dope.
night and stuff. Like, so it's
that's
not,
dope.
so, you know, his presence was known. Like, people knew I had a boyfriend. I announced it, but he wanted more. Like, he wanted his face on there. So anytime I would, like, Snapchat with any of my friends, he'd be like, well, I don't understand why my face can't be on your social media. And it was a problem.
I got a question for you, KB.
Talk to me.
Because you were OG.
Yeah.
And social media wasn't really...
Right.
It came around when I was in college and you were kind of my age.
Yeah.
Not calling your age out, I'm just saying. how is
I'm
social...
clearly in my early 40s.
How is social media with you and wifey?
I mean, social media.
I can tell she really don't care.
Yeah, see, that's the thing.
She
You
does not
can't
seem to
have
care
you
much.
can't have a significant other that is impressed with the bullshit.
No, the younger generation
I
cares.
clearly, no, but that's what I'm saying. You can't have someone that's impressed by that.
But
you know
sometimes it's
what I'm
just because they want to be solidified.
Listen, the younger millennials, that's all they know is social media. This is a big deal.
If you don't put it on social media, it didn't happen.
Oh, trust me, if I
what the
didn't
theory
post
is
my
now.
wife and let them youngins know that I have her, it would be a problem. I mean, because you know I have a substantial following. You know what I'm saying? So you'd have to jump out there at some point. But I did it for a long time. I mean, you know, when social media started, like I really just wasn't, because I didn't want people knowing my kids' school and
right.
I mean, I show things now because they're teenagers and it can help them in their basketball careers or clothing lines or whatever they're doing creatively or with sports. But it's nobody's business all the way. But I think if you're gonna paint a picture in society, and this is what I've always tried to do, if you're gonna paint a picture in society of a relationship and what black love or what love or relationships look like today, you have to be well-rounded. You have to include your family as well as your business, as well as how you turn up, how you vacation, because it's about a full body of work. You know what I'm saying? But I do believe that your private life is your private life, and it has to remain that on a lot of levels. I mean, share as much so people know I'm in a relationship, a committed relationship, I'm not getting no divorce, I ain't fucking with you like that, and let that be known. But at the same time, you also got to keep, you know, stuff close to the hip and close to the heart when it comes to your family. You know,
That's what I think.
Dope answer.
It's a great answer, but I just don't think that a lot, like they just don't get that.
No, the younger generation does.
They don't get it. They don't respect it.
Everything is social media. Your followers is everything.
Yeah. I mean, it's sad.
My homeboy, he's 27. He lost, I guess Instagram deleted his profile. He had like 80,000 followers. Oh, bro, he almost wanted to kill himself.
Yeah. That's tragic.
That's how important that is to him, social media.
Yeah, and I'm getting to this Trump thing at the end we're getting to this Vegas thing at the end, and I want to talk about mental health too, because that's a lot of the problem. A lot of people are not mentally stable. A lot of people are not mentally capable.
Social media is superficial.
Yeah.
It's not real.
It's even like baller alert. Sometimes like people think, did you see the comments? I'm like, no, I didn't. I don't want to see the comments.
Right.
It'd be like 7,000 comments. Why would I want to go through 7,000? Do I really care what someone thinks that much?
There is a new feature on Instagram. If you get a comment, you can tap your comment and then you can go straight to your comment. Dope.
I love that. I love that. Yeah.
Oh, dope.
So you're into it. So you check the comments. Okay, great. Time for comment creeping. When we
Creep, creep. Playing from it 4 times. Creep, 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 creep.
Comments creeping.
Creep, 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 creep.
We had a lot of good ones this week, so I'm actually going to run through about 3 of them, and then we can do whatever we want to do with that.
Is the Kardashians in it? Any of them?
Yeah.
Can you let her say it, Rory?
Yeah, Kim is in one.
Every damn week.
What you want us to do? They taking over.
I got something to say about the Kardashians too, but for
So Donald Trump tweeted, of course, this is his favorite thing to do.
Shit emoji on the screen. Put the shit emoji on the screen.
This man says, to the people of Puerto Rico, do not believe the fake news. I'm sorry, hashtag fake news, hashtag PR strong. Kim Kardashian says, they don't have power to watch the news. Please stop tweeting and golfing while people are dying. Please step up and help.
I agree with her on that.
So true.
See, that was a good Kardashian comment.
Yeah.
Good for Kim. Now, we're going to move on to an NBA.
That was a good one.
That was a good one.
And several people
I'm sorry, Kim.
like
I'm sorry, Kim Kardashian.
I don't know how he expected anybody to, I mean, they don't have power. They're not communicating with their families. I don't know how he thinks anybody knows it anyway.
He thinks everybody lives like him.
He does, lavishly or whatever. Anywho, let's see. NBA commissioner sends out a memo to remind players and coaches that they must stand during the national anthem. Your boy J.R. Smith says,
Right.
I just loved it. I could imagine exactly how he said it.
He just got that new contract.
He's with the shit.
He's set.
And NBA money is guaranteed.
No, without question.
Right? Yeah, so
not like the human cattle business known as the NFL.
Yeah, so they really don't want to fuck with the NBA.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they definitely don't. Okay, now this is a funny one. I really don't want to say her name, but this is a funny one. Okay. So this chick says, she makes a comment about Rick Ross, about liking him musically and professionally, but not liking him personally. Just doesn't like his personality, can't rock with him or whatever. She looked kind of cute in her outfit and her post, but Rick Ross comments and says, that's cool, pretty girl, but was your top supposed to say Moschino?
Yeah.
Because it actually says...
Put that picture on the
What does it say?
Moino.
Mo
to the E to the...
That's the AliExpress, girl.
Moshiko?
That's that flea market.
That's the AliExpress.
Ross, great comeback.
That was a great comeback. It actually
Killed
got like
that.
over 10,000 likes. It's probably up at like 20 by now.
Killed her.
You cannot do that. You cannot talk about
They had
people
like
like that. And you're
10,000.
not right.
No, they had over 10,000 comments.
Oh, comments?
Comments.
Get out.
They had a gazillion.
Damn, sis, you set yourself up for that one.
She did. She deserved that. Now back to the Kardashians. So,
Yeah, okay.
did you see the premiere of Keeping Up with the Kardashians last night?
I did.
No.
I did.
I knew Sue be going on it. If you watch it,
I did.
Yeah.
I refuse to watch that.
I have to say this, and I do not mean to watch it. It just so happens to be on TV in my house.
Gotta
sometimes.
watch it.
I saw it, and the way that they set things up is genius.
Good. They're so good.
No, it's genius. The way they set up the pregnancies
Yep.
and who's having their babies. This shit is so gangster, man. It's like a whole thing. Like they set it up. Like the Tristan getting her pregnant, you can see them lining it up.
Everything.
From last season, though. See, this is where y'all get the game fucked up. This was last season that she was kind of, I want a baby. I'm going to the doctor. I'm checking my eggs. And
Prior to that? Yeah.
First show. When are you and Tristan gonna have kids? But we know it's happening now, so goddamn it. Big shout to, what's the mama name? Kris Jenner. You a cold one. You so good.
They
Girl, I'ma
are
get you a pimp
amazing.
Huh?
Is she?
She's a Scorpio? Kris Jenner! Sorry.
Have y'all seen the Kylie thing? Life of Kylie or whatever
No,
it's
I've
called?
never ever.
So I watched
would
one
never watch
episode,
that.
and let me tell you, it goes back to why the Kardashians are so good. I honestly watched an episode and said, damn, I kind of feel for Kylie. I understand the pressures that she's going through. That's how good the Kardashians are. Like, they'll go through shit and turn it around and make it about them. And they're geniuses. They're genius.
It's geniuses.
Marketing genius.
It's genius. It is though, right?
Moving along.
Why are you looking like that, right?
It's just, it is what it is.
Why are you mad?
Mama Chris is amazing.
I'm not mad.
Mama Chris is
amazing. You know, if you had a chance to impregnate one of them, you would.
Ooh. Hey, Mom.
Oh, I do like Kourtney, though. I do like Kourtney.
Kourtney, yeah.
Kourtney can get the wood.
Can get the wood?
All day.
Kourtney Kardashian.
I will hold hands in the mall with Kourtney. Lennox Mall. I will hold hands with
But listen, Kourtney's single.
She's single now.
And she has as many kids as you.
Oh. You like the Black Brady Bunch.
You know they like big families, champ.
What we talking about next?
Sorry. So we wanted to get all that great energy out of the way, Baller Nation, because that's what we do here at Baller Alert Radio. But there has been some very disturbing things happening in Vegas.
So sad.
There was a shooter from the 32nd floor of the Mandalay Bay Hotel that started shooting out of the hotel window, killing well over 50-something people, reaching, I think the number's reaching 60 now, wounding over 400 people.
Wow.
I just want to put this in perspective. Excuse me. This is the biggest act of terrorism, in American history, by an American. Or the deadliest shooting in American history. And, you know, it just comes at a time where the world is paying attention to us like no other. It's coming at a time where America is more divisive
under the scope,
than ever. And, you know, there's a couple things I want to address. I mean, we clearly know that the gunman is dead. He shot himself before they were able to apprehend him. Couple things. It was a country concert. This was a country music concert. This was done by a white man. The country music concert was predominantly white. This is not a race issue. This was not done by a Muslim, black, or brown person. This was done by a white man. My gut immediately goes to what's going on in society now with Trump and creating such, you know, separation amongst race in our country. But this has nothing to do with black or brown. And I stress that point. So when looking at what took place in Vegas, late Sunday night, it bothers me. It really is driving me crazy trying to find a point, trying to make sense out of it. And the only thing I can go to, because you want to say like Donald Trump is causing all this, separation in our country, and I'm tired of it, and it's causing people to act out. But this wasn't even a race thing. This was a mental health issue,
right?
From what we know, I mean, nothing's come out where he had any allegiance to any Islamic organization or terrorist organization or whatever. It has to do with someone being off their fucking rocker, somebody that is absolutely crazy. This has everything to do with mental health, and I think it's something that we don't talk about a lot. And then it leads me to go into the NRA and gun restriction and looking at the laws for guns.
Because he had multiple guns, correct?
Yeah.
He shot and killed over, almost 60 people, right? Yeah. But almost 500 people have been injured. He had, we don't know for fact, but he had to have an artillery out of this world.
There's no way.
Which you can purchase.
And they played the clip from his brother.
The fact that he had those kind of weapons is just, where the hell did he get automatic weapons? He has no military background or anything like that. When you find out about him, like I said, he's a guy who lived in a house in Mesquite and drove down and gambled in Las Vegas. He did stuff, eat burritos.
Was the woman that they were looking for his girlfriend?
Yes. Yeah, Mary Lou. That's why I was on the phone with the cops. Because I mean,
what do you know about
we were worried that he might have hurt her too.
Police are actually describing her as his wife.
I don't. They might have got married, but I don't think they're married. He's just his girlfriend.
So you see his brother's as confused as we are. Like, I moved him here from wherever he just said he moved him from. He's,
he said he didn't own any guns when he moved them to Vegas. He doesn't know where he got them from. He said he had actually never drawn a gun before. So it was completely out of his character for this to happen.
And then the picture that's floating around on the internet, he's taking shots with with some woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm confused as to what. And I'm all about conspiracy theories. I'm all about, you see these movies, and this is not a joke. You see the Bourne Identity, you see all these movies about, these drugs people are given and they lose their memories. But what makes a person, literally, what makes a person do that? 64 years old, done lived enough, we don't know enough about him, but you would think he's lived enough life. You're gonna shoot into a crowd of people.
The thing about mental illness or any illness like that is a lot of times they have a trigger. So we don't, like you said, we don't know much about him. We don't really know. We don't know where it came from.
And he's older too, by the way.
He's
so
older,
that's what I'm saying, 64.
He's probably suppressed whatever the hell that issue
Didn't take his
was for a really long
medication. If
time.
he was on medication, we don't know that.
Mental health is
But you never know, honestly. Even though it may not be race-driven, I think with all the hostility going on right now, like maybe that was a trigger for him. He just needed to...
And that's true.
...release. Like, it didn't necessarily have to be race, but I think there's enough going on to where someone who's unstable could really tip over.
Snap.
Yeah.
My thing is this right here. Like, anytime it's a large gathering of people, I'm always on, like, my eyes are always on the swivel. I always pay attention to stuff like that. I always pay attention to, because this can happen anywhere, man. It can happen anywhere, anytime. Broad daylight, night, large gatherings, like especially the Super Bowl. I don't know why. I know I just randomly bringing this up. When it's a large gathering of people and something big like that, I always expect something bad to happen.
Really?
I hate to say, yeah, man.
You can't live life like that, bro.
Yeah.
I don't want you
I'd be
thinking
nervous.
like that.
You can't live like that, but I mean, I don't blame you for
because of
being
stuff like
cautious
acts of
or
violence
aware.
like this. Like, because there's people out there that really don't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, with us being in nightclubs and events all the time, we see things pop up
There's
out of
crazy
nowhere.
people out
So I think we've become accustomed to just watching our surroundings.
Yeah, I just don't understand. And again, I don't want to bring up Trump's name in this, but there's something to, the disruption he's causing in America. Now, I mean, clearly, I'm not blaming Trump for this, but people are acting out in such a way that we've never seen before.
Yeah.
I mean, this is reminiscent of the, 60s.
I would like to see how 45 responds to this.
He responded.
What did he say?
This is the motherfucker had to say.
We are joined together today in sadness, shock, and grief. Last night, a gunman opened fire on a large crowd at a country music concert in Las Vegas, Nevada. He brutally murdered more than 50 people and wounded hundreds more. It was an act of pure evil. The FBI and the Department of Homeland Security are working closely with local authorities to assist with the investigation, and they will provide updates as to the investigation and how it develops.
But as you can see, he ain't talking about shit. And I don't believe him. I don't believe the lack of sincerity that comes from President Dump is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Because, I mean, and I'm not saying you gotta cry. I'm not saying, but I just don't believe you. You know what I'm saying? And that's a problem for me.
He ain't real. He's just
especially when he does the golf tournament thing
and dedicates
the trophy to Puerto Rico. My nigga.
To the strong people of Puerto Rico.
What type of coon shit is that?
Coonery.
What type of dancing a jig
they were on his mind.
Give me the shit emoji for that dumb motherfucker.
What president? I ain't gonna front. Even Bush wouldn't have did that, bro. And they done threw some shoes at Bush.
Listen, y'all. It's some serious things going on in our communities. It's an awareness that we have to have, man. And it leads me to this Confucius Says, man. Let's go to Confucius Says. Can we breathe on the count of 3 together in unison this week? Ferrari, ready? 1, 2, 3. Trump make you want to breathe a couple times, don't he? One more time. 1, 2, 3. Confucius says. Confucius says this week, Baller Nation, we all we got. If the Vegas tragedy doesn't further prove that we need each other, we need to look out for each other, I don't know what else does. I look at life a lot like Vegas. Peaceful. Having a good time. And then all of a sudden, something can tragically change the moment. Right? But what do we do from that tragedy? How do we respond to that tragedy? And just like we mentioned in the last episode of Baller Alert Radio, no more talk. We have to take action. If a man who's never had a gun is able to get machine guns, military grade weapons, kill almost 60 people, wound 400 more, what are we supposed to do about those laws? We have to change the laws. We have to take away the power from the manufacturers that make these guns. That's the only way people are dying, at the hands of people like this 64-year-old male who killed, again, 60 people, almost 60 people, or more than 60 people, wounded for. Where does it stop? It stops with the manufacturers that make the products that kill. We all we got, Baller Nation. This is Baller Alert Radio. We'll see you next week.
Baller Alert! The dream is real.